these Marines here. Avokodo trying to play maybe a bit too much of the map at the moment. He's got units in his base, he's got units at this expansion of his, dropping them on top of this cliff. Now let's see what the Zerg player can do here. Some nice damage. The first siege tank goes down. It is in siege mode. Oh my goodness, the Zerg player decides to run away. Silva doesn't want to face Avokodo up there. Nicely spread out army there. The banelings won't do very much, so I think Numb is just going to pull back right now and sort of regroup a bit. Some nice sight from that Zalnaga tower. You can see exactly what's going on up there with his opponent. It looks like Avokodo trying to go for a... I'm gonna say a Boxer-esque style, because I saw Boxer doing this and it was really impressive. Dropping units all over the map at the same time, trying to confuse your opponent, trying to keep him busy, while at the same time just getting your economy up and running and moving your main force around where you need it. So let's see if Avokodo can do this. Ooh, maybe taking a few too many risks here. These roaches cleaning up those Marines and Marauders, no problem whatsoever. So the first infestors are coming out for our Zerg player here, and I gotta say they are much needed. More siege tanks coming out, a lot more siege tanks. Terran infantry, armor level 1. Let's see, has he got them? Yeah, he's got the damage level 1 already. Avokodo just loving these drops now. More Marines, more Marauders. Will he drop them right on top of these roaches? I'm not sure. He's splitting his two dropships up. This is really, really impressive stuff. He's trying to keep his opponent busy as many places as possible. Silva really needs some anti-air right now, that's for sure. Slightly disjointed drops here. He's just dropping them randomly in places that he can find. Another drop going down at Silva's natural expansion. Got a couple of Zerglings and Roaches coming to cover that. Wow, I don't even know how I can cover everything that's going on at the same time here. This little force at Silva's first natural getting taken down, no problem. He loads up the Medivac with only one Marauder, and he decides to move out. So that's maybe not the best damage, but population-wise, the Terran player is still far ahead, sitting on 167 right now compared to our Zergs. What does our Zerg have? 113. So big difference there. The production tab is just packed at the moment. The Zerg player is Numb here. I'm just never sure what to call him. Numb, Silva, just plain Zerg. I'm never really sure. Who knows? I don't know what he prefers. Maybe I'll just try stick with Silva. So Silva upgrading his units slightly later than his opponent, still not deciding to get that air. It's pretty weird if you ask me. He wants to get some anti-air out, and I gotta say Mutalisks are pretty decent anti-air. In my opinion, a bit better than Hydralisks, because they are so mobile. You can control the map with them. I just think it makes sense to get at least a couple of Mutalisks. Maybe you can even throw off your opponent's, or let's just say his unit choices by getting a couple of Mutalisks out. Avokodo just patrolling the streets here, making sure his rule is enforced. I gotta say, it looks, if you look at the map right now, it looks like the Zerg player is in control, but that's not quite what's happening here. Avokodo definitely firmly in control of the map at the moment. The Zerg may have spread out a little bit more, but he's definitely not controlling what's going on here. So a nice scan here to take down these creep tumors, always a good thing. You don't want creep when you're fighting against Zerg. That's not a good thing. So a couple of infestors out here. If he gets those fungal growths out and gets those banelings in the middle of all those Marines and Marauders, wow, that'll be impressive. But it looks like Avokodo deciding to leapfrog these tanks all the way down. He's going to slowly but surely start pushing ahead with these tanks. He's going to unsiege the back ones. That's my phone ringing. I'm just going to ignore that right now. I'm not going to answer that. Silent for you. But yeah, this is how Terran does it. Slowly but surely they just leapfrog their way all the way across to the Zerg player's base. Not much that the Zerg can do. Oh my god, these infestors caught totally out of position here. He throws down a couple of fungal growth. There come the banelings. Nice. The entire infantry force gets taken down. Only siege tanks left now, but there are a lot of them. They have no problem whatsoever dealing with these roaches. The Zerg player forced to retreat here. Silva can't do much right there. One would really think that Avokodo would have to be a little bit more aggressive right now. So I think I mentioned before the Ultralisk Cavern was coming down, but the first couple of Ultralisks are on their way. So should I have missed that, I apologize, but they are coming right now. Those are definitely going to help against these siege tanks. He can just run them in straight up and try to take those siege tanks down before they get too many shots off. Avokodo just spreading his wings right now, throwing down a couple of expansions. Let's check the income tab quickly. 1,400 for both players, around 1,500 actually. And it looks like Silva's going to try some underhanded stuff here by going around the back. He's going to see if he can go into his opponent's main. Let's see if he can catch something off guard. I don't think he's going to be able to get anything over there. It looks like those Ultras just running in here, taking down the Marines. Oh, but they're getting taken down pretty quickly. 2 Ultras down, 3 down, 4 down, and every single one of them goes down to these mass siege tanks here. 11 siege tanks on the map at the moment, and wow, they are definitely doing their job. So that was not a great idea. The Zerglings trying to move into Avokodo's main right now. Also not the best of idea. These Marines Marauder blocking it off. Siege tanks just sieging up, taking them out. It looks like Numb is just clutching at straws right now. He is not moving his forces together. He's not. I don't know. I just want to say he's losing concentration. These this aggressive map domination that Avokodo is just. He's moving across the map with his siege tanks, throwing down planetary fortresses absolutely everywhere, and slowly but surely just trying to control the entire map. These creep tumors may be spreading, but it's not going to help very much. I gotta say, even if there's creep, these tanks aren't going anywhere very fast. They'll do just fine if they sit still, and it seems like Numb is just throwing himself at that fortified position all the time. So 137 food for the Zerg play. Oh my goodness, a lot of banelings coming in here. Like I said, I can't cover it all at the same time. Not too effective right there. A couple of SCVs go down, but not quite enough. So this medvac here just about to do another drop, but this Ultralisk is mirroring its every move. It's going to follow it around. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get those units on the ground. Another move here, a couple more Ultralisks going down. Sorry, I'm missing all the action here. Like I said before, Numb just throwing himself at his opponent. He throws the GG at his opponent now. Not going to bother trying anymore. Well played by Avokodo there. Slow and steady progress. That's what I'll just call that.